Thank you.
You've just seen Unintentional there, featuring Efa Iwara, the original lover boy in every single series, movie, or anything you can think about on YouTube. We love him, actually. That's why we always like to have him here. Rapper turned actor who has appeared in totally like almost every single TV series. Talk about the Major Chair, rumor has it. He's also in the men's club, which can't seem to get over.
Right.
Efa, you're welcome back. Good to have you here.
Good to have you join us. Yeah. Now, I'm looking at that scene we just saw now of unintentional. Have you ever been on a set that you didn't feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Not in recent times, but I remember just starting out and no shade and no, I'm not putting blame on the executive producer, but he obviously gave the producer enough money, but he was shortchanging us. So he underpaid us and put us, I think we were like 5 guys in a room, in a hotel room.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Did you guys take turns? Like,
no,
at 2 o'clock, I'll come out.
I think 4 people could get on the bed, 2 people slept on the floor.
Wow.
You know, we did that for like 3 days. So that wasn't very comfortable, but hey.
You want to tell us the movie?
Never. I don't want to put it on everybody.
But I guess it was one of those, you just joined the industry, so you're just taking it as it goes.
I was just
So, coming from someone who has seen entertainment from different, aspects, you were first of all a rapper, and of course I also know that you had your debut in stage when you were something, I think 9 or 10, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And up until now, where you see yourself being cast as, I'm not saying you're being stereotyped, but cast as, anytime anybody thinks of the best lover boy, they think of Iwara. Or someone who's heartbroken, or who's going through exactly. You're always there.
Yeah.
How would you say that your projection has taken you? Would you say it's fulfilling? And I also have one little detail I'm going to be adding to that once you're done answering that. Would you say you're fulfilled yet?
So, as we were talking between ourselves before the camera started rolling, I think a lot of people see the lover boy, but there are also roles that are not like that. But you have to remember that the Nigerian film industry is very love-based.
Yeah.
You remember if you take top 5 actors through time,
They've
see like Ramsey Noah, even a Jim Ike.
They've been lover boys.
They've been lover boys because I think love and drama is closer to heart for us here and probably easier to make as opposed to action.
I agree with you.
Or maybe horror. Yeah. So you probably see a lot more love. But is it fulfilling? Yes, because for me it's nice to try to see new ways to express love.
Nice.
Unintentional is about unintentional love. It could be rumor has it, which is negative psychopathic love.
There you go.
But different forms of love, which I enjoy doing.
Well, you express them very, very well.
Yeah,
and of course, you also have other aspects of your expressions that we're going to talk about now. You're making your directorial debut for a piece called Joseph.
Yes.
Did you see it?
Yes, I did. I loved it. I saw you on the floor, on the ground, and
as a soldier.
As a soldier, I'm like, okay. And what came to mind was I have seen your different ranges because there's this thing called, range as an actor. I've seen you, in different forms, in different characters. And I am really looking forward to that. So tell me, how did you get into that space?
So the thing with me is boredom. Boredom is a tool. Boredom is how I got into music. Boredom is how I got into film as an actor. And boredom is kind of like how this whole directing thing started. So it's co-directed by myself and my friend, Efa CS. And we're just talking, and he came over to my place, and we're just talking, and I said, you know what, let's shoot a film. He said, I said, we'll both direct. Just get some equipment, call a few friends. I have stories in my head. No, let's do this one. I said, okay, cool. And then we went to the farm, started creating this thing, we started developing into something bigger, and we had the movie. It was shot in December of 2020.
Wow, that long ago.
I've just been too busy to actually put it out
there.
But I have like a few days free, so I'm like, yes.
Let's give everybody, let's give them an idea of what we're talking about. Check this out. This is Joseph, Efa Iwara, co-directing. Now, that looks very, very interesting.
Yeah, it does.
I
Tell us
can't
through
wait
that.
to-
What's the story
Yeah.
behind Joseph?
So basically, Joseph is addressing military PTSD.
Okay.
Because when we think PTSD, we think American films. You think,
Exactly.
then you think Punisher, you think Rambo, which was about PTSD. But the idea came to me while I was. We always have this friction between civilians and soldiers.
Yeah.
Like they're too aggressive, and I always wonder, like nobody's born this way. Like what happens? Is it boot camp? Is it training? And then it occurred to me that these guys go to war, come back, and do they have psych evaluations done? No. They're just thrown right back into society.
Society, yeah.
And I was talking with my friend Jibola, who we came up with the story together, and this is almost based on a true life story, but some fiction was added to it. But there's someone who came back from war, and he was seeing things. But we don't address that here.
Yes.
Especially in Africa, because you think about the crisis in Rwanda, South Africa, how many people actually go to therapy?
Yeah.
So, I mean, this basically is just trying to highlight that and throw some light on that.
I love it. I love the fact that a lot of short films now are addressing issues
real
that are
issues.
not being highlighted. And I feel like, delving in on those issues actually creates more awareness for people to seek help. And I love what you're doing with Joseph. Thank you so much.
So it's a short film.
Yes.
It's going to be out when?
In a few days, as with me and my ways, nothing's ever cast in stone. It
On what
might be this
platform,
week
though?
or next week. I'm thinking YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
How are you going to make your money back?
So that's the thing. With short films, it's more creative freedom. If it's a feature film, then I'll probably pack RMD, Ramsey Noah, Omotola, Genevieve.
I get you.
Then go to the
I get you.
cinemas. But with this, it's just freedom of expression.
Are you dating anyone now?
Yes, I am.
Who are you dating?
Her name is Dupe.
We've confirmed it.
Yes,
So I was
she's an amazing young lady.
I was aiming at throwing you off, but you were so honest.
You're so good at it. I mean,
Yeah, I was
so
just.
tell us about her.
So I was just in her office here, and that's why I don't come here a lot, because I mean, like mixing business with pleasure.
Okay.
Every time I see her, I
Your heart skips a bit.
See, this is a case of life imitating art, because we've always called him the quintessential lover boy.
Yeah.
So he gets to express it
Exactly.
here.
Yeah.
That's
So I
very
mean, like
interesting.
every time, like when I'm with her, it's magical.
Oh.
And she's so supportive of my career.
career.
When I got the AMVC nomination,
Yeah,
Best
I was
Actor,
coming to that.
Yeah, she was, she called me. She was so excited. But I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to come on her show anytime soon, because it's too close to home.
It's too close to
I get
home.
you.
Now let's talk about the nominations, your AMVCA nominations. How do you feel about that?
Ecstatic,
Okay.
but it's not regret. It is, how do I put it? It's a very special day for me because I lost my sister, and her birthday is May 14th,
Wow.
and I think the award day
Be dedicated to her.
is May 14th. You know? So every year May 14th it's a very weird day for me. So
I get you.
I have to be out there, smiling.
Yeah.
wearing a suit,
Meanwhile, you're really.
yeah, I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
But it'll be fun. I mean, if she was around, I'm sure she'd have a laugh.
Oh, that's grand. That's
That'd be
interesting,
nice,
man.
yeah.
Efa, you are such a dynamic person.
Yeah.
Real life is such a fun person to be with. First time I actually spent time with Efa, we were in Calabar together. Everything, you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
And he told me this very interesting story about how his sister got robbed and everything. And it was like he was actually telling it, and I could actually visualize it. And you had the right characterization for the sounds and the words and everything. I'm like, this guy's telling me a real life story. It's not like it's a movie. And it was like,
Well, yeah, is there
it
a
was
role that
fantastic.
you want to play that you haven't yet?
Too many roles. But so I'm a huge fan of Batman, but I know I can't be Batman. I'm black.
Oh, wow.
Huge James Bond fan. I can't be James Bond. I'm black. But I would love to do an Ojukwu biopic.
Ooh.
Because apparently we have a bit of a resemblance, and it's something that I would actually love to do. And I don't think we do enough biopics. I don't think we tell enough Nigerian stories, So there should be a movie about Bashali, there should be a movie about Ojukwu, Bangida Abacha, everybody through time. Ken Saro-Wiwa.
Yeah.
Jaja of
Ogogo,
and all the
all
rest.
that kind of stuff.
Well, that's fantastic.
All right, great one. It's always a pleasure having you, Efa. But quickly, we would like to see the Niger Christmas. You were in that one. I enjoyed doing that, by the way. Let's take a look.